it's very disturbing when you start seeing the establishment of the Republican Party working with the establishment of the Democratic Party to sweep ballot destruction and possible election rigging under the rug.
But locally here in Broward County, like the Republican Broward Executive Committee, nothing from them. They haven't lifted a finger.
No, nobody has reached out to me whatsoever.
Have you spoken to anyone individual in particular?
I've spoken to individual candidates who are Republicans, and many of them are disturbed by the recent primary election results, and they don't know what to believe. When you have a supervisor of elections like Brenda Snipes who gets away with destroying paper ballots, and you're not allowed to look at the software of the digital scanning machines, you're left with what? Just trusting somebody who's proven herself to be untrustworthy.
Do you think that some of these 2016 shenanigans took place in 2018?
I think it's very possible. Absolutely. I think any candidate would be a fool not to seek to verify the vote, not to try to inspect certainly the digital scanned images and maybe paper ballots as well. Brenda Snipes should not be in office right now. She should be under criminal investigation and prosecution. And to keep her in office does a great disservice to the voters of Broward County, regardless of one's party affiliation.
Last time we spoke, you kind of said something similar about Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Have you changed your position in that on where she's in office still and you're running against her?
I haven't changed my opinion of her at all. The ballot destruction case was somewhat troubling in Wasserman Schultz's name coming up more than once. The Broward Supervisor's attorney offered to provide the court with a sworn affidavit from Debbie Wasserman Schultz to try to stop our litigation. The judge did not accept that offer, didn't want an affidavit from a congresswoman to try to stop the litigation. Why would Debbie Wasserman Schultz want to stop a public records request? We're still wondering. Snipes ordered the destruction of the ballots. The destruction order was signed by one of her directors. Dozell Spencer is his name. Dozell Spencer in his office, when the first time I was ever at the warehouse where the Broward Supervisor of Elections stores the ballots, in Dozell Spencer's office were framed photographs of himself with his family, but there were 2 framed photographs where he was posing with a politician. Same politician in both photographs, and only one politician, and that was Debbie Wasserman Schultz. I'd like to know what the relationships are between people in the supervisor's office and my opponent. She runs away from debates, and she doesn't play fair at all.
Do you think is it just Debbie in the district or the county, or are there other members of Congress or other elected officials that are maybe have this affiliation or alignment with the supervisor of election?
It certainly seems like Debbie Wasserman Schultz has some kind of an alignment with the supervisor's office. So why wouldn't some other Democratic electeds also have some kind of affiliation? I don't know. It's all speculation,
right.
And I'm not here basically concluding anything, except there's a lot of smoke. Maybe there's fire where there's smoke, and at the very least, there should be criminal investigations to find out who in the Broward Supervisor's office was behind the destruction of the ballots. What are they hiding? And they should be also looking into the private vending companies, the private vendors who supply the software for these electronic voting machines.